Okay, so I'm doing a thing. Testing one, two, testing, check, check. I am trying this thing out to see what this whole portrait mode looks like. I don't know. If you're watching this, tell me what it looks like from where you are. Hey everyone, Kenyatta here. Just doing a little test, checking on a couple things. Kenyatta Turner, CEO and founder of Freedom Empire Consulting. I'm also a transformational speaker, behavioral superpowers coach, and an author. And I'm just hopping on here for a quick little live to test some settings on a couple of things. So if you happen to join in the next few minutes, cool. If not, maybe you catch the replay. You know the deal. Give me a hashtag team live if you're watching live, or a hashtag team replay if you're catching the replay. This won't be a long live, but I will tell you a couple of things I'm extremely excited about. I just started a new one of these. Ooh, 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 ooh. If you don't know about this book, The 12-Week Year, How to Get More Done in 12 Weeks Than Others Do in 12 Months, I love it. I've been living on a 12-week year cycle since April 2018. Some 12-week year cycles are more productive than others because that's how it works. um, you have to rewrite your aspirational vision every 12 weeks and come up with your plan of how you'll execute what it is. And we just started a new one in a mastermind that I've been in since April 2018, where every 12 weeks we start over again and we start this process again. If you're watching and you can hear me, then give me some love in the comment. Let me know you're here, that you're seeing everything okay. I'd appreciate that. Again, hashtag team live if you're watching live, or hashtag team replay if you're catching the replay. But I'm excited to start this again because if you think about a year and a concept of a 365-day year, which was what most people deal with, this compresses that into 12 weeks. And the last thing I'll say about it is I'm not talking about quarters of a year. That's still a regular 365-day year. In this context, every week is a month. It's a whole different way to think about time and how you can compress it. And I love it. And in the same mastermind that I'm in, we read multiple books, but we also just started this book again. I've read this book every single 12-week year cycle. So every 12 weeks, I reread the book and I do the book. There's a difference between reading a book and doing a book. So earlier I mentioned we rewrite our aspirational visions every 12-week year and then come up with our plan of what we're going to work on and focus on in that 12-week cycle. And we rewrite our statements of desire. So I've just done that in both of these different formats. And it goes a long way to helping you create the kind of plan that you need for what it is that you're going to execute. So lots happening in that regard. Wanted to hop on really quick and see, again, what is this kind of portrait mode looking like and how is it translating to the other profile? So this is a quick little test just to check out a couple of technology things and to share with you two books that I absolutely love that I reread every 12 weeks. And that might seem kind of excessive. You might ask, you may be listening to this right now thinking, why does she reread the same book or books every 12 weeks? Here's the thing I will tell you to answer that question if you're wondering. First, I will ask you if you've ever reread anything in your life or rewatched anything in your life. Like, have you ever seen a movie and then watched it again? Have you ever read a book and then read it again? Well, it's the same idea, is that, yeah, you may have read it or watched it once before, but don't you always notice something different the second time you go through it, or the third time, or the fourth time? And do you do anything with the information that you get? Have you ever gone to a training and then went back and rewatched it? Or regardless of the book or the frame of medium, we often repeat these things because A, we're learning something from it. B, we forgot what we learned. Or C, we're in a different place the next time we go and do it. So every 12 weeks, when I read this book, and I rewrite my aspirational vision, and every 12 weeks when I read Think and Grow Rich again and rewrite my statement of desire and go through the process of executing it, I am in a completely different place. I've learned, I've grown. I may be in a place of being able to accept what it is I'm learning and process it in a way where I'm ready to do something with it. Or I just need the simple reminder of something that I forgot. A good friend of mine, Donnie Smith, always says, things work so good or so well that we stop doing them. because sometimes we know exactly what we should be doing, but we don't always do it, even though we know it. So knowledge is not the power. It's the applied knowledge that is the power. So that's why I do it again and again. And I'm in a mastermind with a coach who's walking us through this process, and the community that's created around that is extremely powerful. None of us get anywhere alone. So that's why I go back again and again and again. And I am a transformational speaker, a behavioral superpowers coach, and an author and a trainer. And I always say, beware the coach who doesn't have a coach. I'm always immersing myself in personal development and professional development. I don't have it all figured out, even though I've figured out a couple things. There's so much more to learn. So that's why that process is important to me, and why I will go back again and again and again, because I'm executing the information that I'm learning. And again, I'm always in a different place. And this is a journey. This is not a destination. It's how I do what I do. I always tell people the 12-week year process is not another thing to do. It's how we get things done. So even though I'm in this mastermind with others and I have a coach that's coaching me through it, I also have my own very distinct version of this mastermind called the Behavioral Mastermind Series. It's 12 weeks as well. I've ran it 9 times and I'm about to launch it for my 10th. So stay tuned for more information about that if you're curious about what that process might look like for you from a behavioral standpoint, because I know this, I'm an outgoing, fast-paced influencer. I do everything like that. Extremely creative, very abstract in how I think and how I process, extremely spontaneous and flexible, focused on results. And I'm very daring. That's how I execute a 12-week year, is how all those things I just mentioned to you. So you know who you are. How do you make decisions and move through the world? I bet you'd execute a 12-week year how you're built to as well. So if you're watching right now, thank you so much. I see a few people here again in the comments. You want to give me a hashtag team live if you're watching live, or a hashtag team replay if you're watching replay. Just wanted to hop on really quick, do a little test here with this version of the portrait, view of the video. It's very intriguing. Not sure how else I'll use this little thing. I think it's kind of cool. But thank you for popping in. If you did, on my quick little impromptu live. So again, this is Kenyatta Turner, CEO and founder of Freedom Empire Consulting. I'm a transformational speaker, a behavioral superpowers coach, and an author, and I will see you next time. So hope you enjoy your evening. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh yeah, hashtag behavior matters. See you later.